um, and try to guide the conversation to a position of learning. Because I know it's going to be some criticism. The title is going to be a little controversial, but I want to make sure that we don't mean no disrespect to the victims. We don't mean no disrespect to their family members. We're going to try to do justice. Um, my apologies ahead of time for whatever organic and natural reaction towards the conversation that I might have. My apologies ahead of time. So, with that said, I think that it's fair to start today's conversation with just a little breakdown. I consider, let's see, a little breakdown of what we got here. On April 8th, 2026, Rex Heuermann officially pleaded guilty to the murders of 7 women and admitted to the killing at 8, ending decades of mystery surrounding the Long Island serial killer. As part of a plea deal to avoid the death penalty, and spare his families and trial, and spare his family at trial. He will serve life in prison without parole. Victims admitted by Heuermann. Heuermann confessed to strangling 8 women between 1993 and 2011. Dude, in 1993, I was on high school. 2011, 2011. Was crazy. Was crazy. Look at the timeline. Look at the timeline on these allegations, right? Look at the timeline. Heuermann confessed to strangling 8 women between 1993, which I started high school, and 2011. 2011, I came here to Ohio in 2011. Wow. Again, he admitted in the same way Bryan Kohberger admitted to his crime. Okay. But that's wow. Yeah, that's a decade. That's years of killing. The Gligio 4, they call it, and you know what's crazy though? That they call it like the Idaho 4, but then it's like the Giglio 4. What's up with that though? You know what I mean? What's up with that? The Giglio 4, Maureen, Brainard, Barnes, Melissa, Bartholomew, Melissa Bartholomew, Megan Waterman, and Amber Lynn Costello. Rest in peace to the victims. Additional charges: Jessica Taylor, Valerie Mack, and Sandra Costello. Rest in peace to the victims. The 8th victim, he admitted to the 1993 murder of Karen Vergara. That's oh my God, it was like somebody famous, Vergara too. I wonder if she was family member Oh, big shout out to Chris Owens. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Let me see what he got here. He said 1993 murders of Karen Vergara. Wait, I thought Vergara was 1996. Well, for what it seems here, and we got a source. Is CBS News, and we got another other four sources besides that one. This says that this murder happened 1993, but then would that tell me would that tell me that that was his very first victim? Let me know anybody in the chat that knows about this case a little bit more than me, and like me with your knowledge. The link is backstage link is right there pinned in the bottom of the chat. So if y'all want to pop up and have conversations about this very interesting case in the true crime community, yeah, more than welcome to pop up and have great conversations. But then you see, this is extraordinary, right? Because it's a victim that he's not charged with. He's not charged with this crime. Why will he admit to it? Is that a sign of repentance? Is that a sign of I give up? Like, if you ask me, right, it only make me think a little bit extra. And it's important to think, because we cannot just miss details, right? Because for example, if that was the case, that in 1993 he killed Karen Vergara, right? But he's not charged with it. I could only assume that this has to be something personal. Let me check the chat. Big shout out to Chris Owens. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Do you think he also killed Samantha Gilbert? Good question. Samantha Gilbert. Elaborate a little bit more about Samantha Gilbert, because I don't see her here. Like, I don't see her name in the victims list. But I know it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was another victim that it was an additional victim that they couldn't charge him with. They enlighten me if you know a little bit about that, but it was I think an Asian lady or something like that. Enlighten me in the chat if you know anything about it. But what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take that name, Shanna Gilbert. I'm gonna run it real quick. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add her name. I'm gonna add her name because again, it's the first time like I have some knowledge about the case enough like to sit here and talk about it. But I have not dig in. Okay, so for what we got here, it says here, Shannon Gilbert officially no. it says that